Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Beers. Tracy's on special assignment this week in Chicago, hopefully picking us up some tasty beers that we can drink next week for Sunday Morning Beers. So filling in for Tracy, very capably filling in for Tracy, is Phil the Prairie Dog. And Phil is normally our producer and director of the show. And so you usually don't see him, but you may recognize him because he had occasionally done the weather on the old FSB Daily News, which is on temporary hiatus until we can somehow find more time to do the show. So speaking of tasty beers, what we're drinking this morning here is The Devil is in the Details from Frog Island Brewing Company, which I don't know where they actually make that at because as far as I know, Frog Island doesn't actually have a brewery. But it says that it is a bourbon oak aged imperial stout with subtle tones of vanilla. What do you think about that, Phil? Want to check that out? You know, I forgot to mention this, but I was going to do the show by myself. And Phil, was by myself yesterday with Tracy being in Chicago. And Phil came on over and we were just, sitting around drinking some beers. And we were like, hey, it'd be kind of fun to do a show together. Right? We both like the same kind of beers. And I don't know, he's one of my closer friends, so why not, So cheers, Phil. It's interesting, the oakiness in this. It's I don't know. I don't know if I like that or not. It's very bourbony. It's got a kind of a weird oakiness to it. That's a lot of beer for breakfast. Very filling. Okay, either way, let's talk about last week, big week last week with the National Indian Pudding Day, which, Phil, today is actually National Indian Pudding Day, so happy National Indian Pudding Day, everyone. But it's such a big holiday, and 4th Street Brewery is really the capital, Lincoln Park, the National Indian Pudding Day capital. So, we couldn't contain it to just one day. We started on Thursday, tapping the Indian Pudding Ale and eating pudding itself. And Phil, how about that? How good was that pudding? Warm with ice cream on top. Delicious. Yeah, I would agree with that. That it was probably one of my favorite desserts. I heard a lot of people say that it was right up there with right up there with one of the best desserts of all time. So if you didn't get any, that's too bad. It's we could probably sell that all the time. It could be like our signature dessert, but I don't know, there's something to be said for the fact that it's a special, limited time thing only. Either way, we are, the whole deal with the tapping the Indian Pudding Ale was it was a fundraiser for Homes for Our Troops, a wonderful cause. Now, we did find out that, unfortunately, disabled veterans, not quite as popular as breasts. Breasts did trump disabled veterans, specifically breast cancer. We did the fundraiser and we raised a lot of money for breast cancer a while back, but nothing to sneeze at. I think when all is said and done, aside from hopefully rallying some people today, between $500 and $600 raised for Homes for Our Troop, which is very nice. So thank all of you for doing that. We do still have some Indian Pudding Ale on tap, and we are donating a portion of the proceeds of the sale of each pint or fan club glass of that to Homes for Troops. And we do have the donation bucket up. So come on out today, finish that off, throw some money in the bucket. Excuse me, got a little bit of a cold. And great day today for football, all day long football. And the Lions play kind of a prime time game as far as they're concerned, a 4 o'clock game. So, come on out for that. If you're in a fan club, $2.25 beers, any beers. You can get a big old IPA for $2.25. We get the $6 3-item pizza, $6 Long Island pitchers, lots of TVs to watch the games on. Come on out, watch the Lions, drink some Indian pudding ale, donate some money to Homes for Our Troops. Maybe we can take that above $500 or $600 for Homes for Our Troops. So help us out. Come on in. Going to be a good time. And what else is going on this week, Phil? Oh yeah, Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. Forgot about that. On Monday, great specials for Monday Night Football. Of course, we got the new TVs. Great place to watch a game. We had a couple of, early season, some stinkers on Monday Night Football. It was really bad luck on their part in picking those games. But last couple of weeks were pretty good. I think we're going to have a good game this week, a couple of division rivals. So come on out and watch that. And during the game, the first half is 50 cents off pints of beer or fan clubs, $1 off in the second half, and $4 pepperoni pizzas during the whole game. Of course, Tuesday, again, with the fan club specials. And Wednesday, great new special. Phil and I were talking about this and kind of doing the math on it. $3 cheesy bread. That's a Parmesan and mozzarella cheese pizza, essentially. And $4 pitchers of Summer Sensation, $6 Long Island pitchers, and $6 growler refills of Summer Sensation. So check this out. Two people could come, a couple of buddies like Phil and I, could go on in there and get a cheesy bread, which is more than enough food for the two of us, and split a pitcher of Summer Sensation. So that's it's a 32-ounce pitcher. That's a beer apiece, and that's only $7. And then take a growler home and finish that up. That's $1.50 a pint for a growler of Summer Sensation. What a deal! What a great night would that make? I mean, you would be feeling really good. You'd be satisfied with food and have plenty to drink. And you could even get a second growler. You know what? Give it to your neighbors. Yeah, give it to your neighbors, and you could turn them on to Summer Sensation as well. It's a fantastic beer. But of course, we got to clear it out. We got to make room for the winter beers. Now Thursday, we're going to be tapping our 194th cask condition beer, and it's going to be, I believe, our 498th new beer altogether. How about that? We're coming up on 200 casks, coming up on 500 beers. The 500th beer is already in the fermenter. It's going to be really cool when we tap that. But what we have for the cask is called Oh Fudge. And the base of the beer, are you ready for this? I know some of you already know. It's Beer Enormous. Yes, a lot of people very excited about that coming back. It's going to actually be tapped on December 1st. It is Malt Enormous, Hop Enormous, and Alcohol Enormous. Big Imperial Stout. This year, 9% alcohol. It's just bursting with flavor. And then what we did to the cask was I added this fudge ice cream flavoring. It's bought it from a company that sells stuff to people that make ice cream. You would make like I guess kind of a chocolate fudge ice cream out of this. It's rich, chocolatey. Imagine that, Phil, with mixing that together with the big Beer Enormous. That is going to be something else. That's on Thursday. So, just the cask itself, just the fact that we're tapping the cask, it's awesome. We got the prizes, we get the $6 3-item pizzas, but Beer Enormous with fudge in it. It's awesome. So we're going to be tapping that at 8-ish p.m. on Thursday. You know what else? We were also talking about this earlier. You were supposed to mention that actually kind of at the start of the show. But Purple Gang Pilsner is going to be coming back this week, possibly tonight, very latest on Monday. Kind of getting the lines filled back up a little bit. I don't know how I find the time to do it, but we are getting the beer lines filled up a little bit with Purple Gang coming back. We got a new IPA in the fermenters. Beer Enormous coming up. Going to be filling some bourbon barrels of the Beer Enormous this week as well. Lots of stuff going on. Great specials all week long at the brewery, and of course the cask. We want to finish off the Indian pudding ale and raise some more money for Homes for Our Troops. So, come on out this week. Hopefully we'll see you lots, and definitely for the tapping of a wonderful cask on Thursday. Cheers, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you at the brewery.